Billionaires Row is a district in New York City that is noted for its opulent lifestyle and high level of exclusivity. New York City has always been associated with money, luxury, and splendor, and this is nowhere more apparent than in this neighborhood. The residential buildings and the neighborhood that surrounds them in Manhattan, New York City are collectively referred to as Billionaires Row. Billionaires Row is located at the southern end of Central Park in Manhattan. There are a few of these structures that fall into the super tall category, meaning that they are taller than 300 meters, 1,000, and they are counted among the highest buildings in the world. Because the vast majority of pencil towers are located on 57th Street, the word can also be used to refer to this street. This stretch of real estate, which is located on the southern edge of Central Park, has evolved into a recreation area for the wealthiest people in the world because it is home to some of the most costly residences that have ever been purchased. The enormous grandeur and excesses of the modern world are on full display along Billionaires Row, which is a monument to the sheer grandeur of the skyscrapers as well as the luxurious penthouses. The origin of the Billionaires Row neighborhood. There was a time when Billionaires Row was not the glitzy and popular real estate destination that it is now. During the latter half of the 19th century and the early part of the 20th century, the neighborhood featured several noteworthy people and exquisite townhouses, but it was not yet known as a playground for millionaires. The change started at the beginning of the 21st century when enterprising developers recognized an opportunity to construct a skyline filled with gleaming glass towers and amazing architectural feats. This was the beginning of the shift. They had a vision of a neighborhood that would attract the wealthiest people in the world, a location where millionaires could live in the most extravagant homes while taking in stunning views of Central Park and the famous Manhattan skyline. Monumental buildings in the sky redefining what it means to live in luxury. 157, a glass tower that was finished in 2014 and stands at a height of 1,005 feet, is considered to be one of the most recognizable structures along Billionaires Row. The illustrious architect Christian de Portzamparc was responsible for the creation of the spectacular building known as 157, which rose to prominence very rapidly due to its striking architecture and opulent amenities. The elite inhabitants of the building have access to the building's private fitness center, spa, screening room, and lounge, all of which overlooks Central Park. Some of the most costly apartments in the building have recently been sold for prices that are well over $100 million, making these sales some of the most expensive real estate deals in the history of New York City. Another notable skyscraper is located at 432 Park Avenue. When it was finished being constructed in 2015, it stood at an astounding height of 1,396 feet, making it the tallest residential building in the Western Hemisphere at the time. 432 Park Avenue, which was designed by architect Raphael Violi, features expansive views of Manhattan and the surrounding area. The ultra-wealthy are served by the building's sleek, minimalist form, which is highlighted by expansive windows and open floor plans. The building is designed to appeal to their discriminating tastes. Because of the exorbitant rates that have been asked for its prestigious penthouses, it has attracted both billionaires and celebrities. The jewel in the crown, the Central Park Tower. However, the most impressive structure on Billionaires Row is without a doubt the Central Park Tower, which is commonly referred to as the Nordstrom Tower. At an astounding height of 1,550 feet, this building is the tallest residential structure in the entire world. This magnificent structure was created by Adrian Smith plus Gordon Gill Architecture, and it is awe-inspiring in terms of architecture. It can mirror the skyline of its urban setting thanks to the characteristic glass curtain wall that is featured on its facade. This allows it to fit in seamlessly with its surroundings while still retaining its distinct personality. The splendor of Central Park Tower extends far further than its stunning height and facade combined. An enormous fitness center, a ballroom, a private screening room, and an outdoor terrace with jaw-dropping views of Central Park are just some of the luxurious amenities that are housed within its walls. The building also provides its inhabitants with access to a suite of unique amenities, including concierge and valet services, to ensure that all of their requirements are met in a timely and effective manner. A safe haven for the world's rich and famous. Billionaires Row is developed into a haven for the world's most wealthy people, drawing in business magnates, celebrities, dignitaries, and other notable figures from all parts of the globe. Not only do these ultra-luxurious mansions boast jaw-dropping views and mind-blowing architecture, but they also provide a high level of privacy, which contributes to the overall appeal of these properties. Living in a high-rise allows inhabitants to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city streets below, while still being in the middle of all the excitement. Inhabitants can find tranquility in their abodes in the sky, while still being in the thick of things. In addition to this, Billionaires Row is conveniently situated near a number of the most well-known cultural and entertainment venues in New York City. Residents of Billionaires Row have access to some of the best amenities and entertainment that the city has to offer, including high-end shopping on Fifth Avenue, as well as world-class dining and entertainment venues. The influence that this will have on the real estate market. The growth of Billionaires Row has had a significant influence on the real estate market in general in New York City. As a result of the extravagant towers and penthouses setting new records for sale prices, the values of the homes in the surrounding area have increased as well. There is a growing population of extremely affluent people in the city, and luxury real estate developments have grown up all over the place to cater to their desire for a taste of the high life. However, the surge of foreign investment and the concentration of wealth in these enclaves have also raised questions about the cost of housing and the potential displacement of long-time residents. Some people believe that Billionaires Row and other expensive developments like it are to blame for the gentrification of New York City and the widening economic gap that has resulted from it. The city's policymakers continue to struggle with striking a balance between fostering economic growth and preserving the city's reputation for being welcoming and accessible to people of different backgrounds and identities. The constantly changing iconic landscape. Billionaires Row will continue to change in tandem with the progression of New York City. The real estate industry is always looking for the next innovative project that would redefine what it means to live a luxurious life and capture the attention of billionaires. The temptation of Billionaires Row is as great as it has ever been, regardless of whether it is a brand new tower exhibiting cutting-edge design or an extravagant penthouse with amenities that have never been seen before. In 2016, the United States Treasury Department announced that it would begin detecting and tracking the acquisition of multi-million-dollar units, particularly those that were paid for in cash or via shell companies, to reduce the incidence of the illegal activity of money laundering. Along with the implementation of new policies in China that restrict the flow of wealth out of the country, reduced oil prices have had an impact on potential purchasers from the Middle East. Concerns on the outcome of the Brexit vote have also contributed. To summarize, Billionaires Row is a representation of the limitless ambition and infinite wealth that characterize the modern day. This private section of real estate is the pinnacle of luxury living, and it draws billionaires from all over the world with its jaw-dropping architecture, spectacular views, and lavish amenities. Even though it emanates an air of exclusivity and richness, it also raises questions about the social and economic implications that concentrated wealth has in one of the most renowned cities in the world. Even as the skyline shifts and develops in the years to come, Billionaires Row will likely continue to serve as a symbol of the tenacious will of New York City, as well as its enduring attractiveness. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.